Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Whew. You made it to Friday. It feels like it's been a really long week for a lot of my people. A lot of my people. So proud of everything you've accomplished. I was listening to the news earlier, like as I'm puttering around getting ready. And they're talking about the men's 4x100 relay and how there's this substance that was found in the blood work or pee test, I don't know, in the team from Great Britain, in one of the people. Could have been a cold medication that the ingredients weren't read carefully enough, like it doesn't mean that they went out trying to cheat. But if this substance was in, if this banned substance was in one of their athletes, then Canada could go from third to second, so bronze to silver in the men's 4x100 relay. Okay, that's the news. Now there's the commentary around the news, right? Because the press representatives for the athletes have said to the press, you're not allowed to ask about it. So instead of asking how they feel, they're asking, why am I not allowed to ask about it? Right? Hey, so there's this thing I'm not allowed to ask you about. So it's kind of funny, but when Jerome was asked about it, Blake, I believe is his last name, when he was asked, so he's player two, he's in the second place. When he was asked about it, he said something really interesting. And that's why I love how the world of sport is used as biblical allusion. Like when Paul is comparing the life within the way of Jesus to things, he uses sport because we understand it. Even those that don't have anything to do with sport, we still understand what he means. And so here's Mr. Blake, and he's saying, I don't even want to answer that, even if you were allowed to ask, because I know those people. I run shoulder to shoulder with those people. Those are my people. And you think when you're sending athletes to represent Canada, no, Canadians are your people, right? But he's saying, no, fellow athletes are my people. And I thought, yeah, like even our goalkeeper for the women's soccer team, she's got to go back to work, and she works in Sweden. Like, those were her teammates. She was keeping in second place, not first place. Like, she was literally playing with teammates and against teammates, her people. And you think, yeah, that's why there's so much gossip about what happens in the athletes' village, because these people know each other. They are each other's people. And so here's the thing that got me today was like, Mr. Blake was talking about second and third place in the relay, and their job is the hardest because they have to receive a baton and they have to pass a baton. And then I thought, how do we receive information and pass information, especially in the spiritual realm? Because information just flies in the world of social media that we live in. And I just got thinking, these are the things that my brain wakes up to. And I thought, yeah, because this week some information had to pass. It came to me, and it had to pass to other people. And I have to analyze, did I pass it well. Because those are my people. The information was about someone. It needed to pass. But there's a very fine line between giving the news and giving the commentary. Commentary, when passing on information, becomes gossip. And I thought, wow, okay, I got the information. And we have to know when it stops too. When am I the fourth? When am I the anchor? I just take it home and no more passing, right? You have to know what position you're in. I was actually in first because the information was with me when it started, and then it got passed. But I was thinking, yeah, how do we pass information as civilized society members? How do we do that well? Because sometimes information needs to be passed. Sometimes it does. And sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it's passed with far too much commentary. So I challenge you to think about that today. Because they're your people. Even if they're not on this team right now, or they've moved to a different team, they're still your people. And how we pass along information shows respect for the sport. And right now the sport is just life. These people might be in a different social circle than you. They might be in a different church than you, a different anything, but a different Facebook page, or a different political understanding, a different social understanding, as far as, how do we pass on the information? Do we just get angry? There they go again. Or do we say, those are my people? Simply because they're on this earth, they are fellow image bearers of God. They're my people. I'm not going to badmouth them, even if they get caught in a really tough situation. Because you see, the most lessons you learn from sport is not who wins the gold. The most lessons learned from sport is watching the character of the athletes. And so watch your character today. And be careful how you receive and how you pass. Because we're in this together. There is a team. But the team within the team of humankind, we must remember there are people. Simply because they breathe the breath that they have within them. Created in the image of God. So be careful. And train in your off season. Have some good dreams. Sweet ones. Bye.